Good morning.
Are you awake over there? Why don't
Sorry.
you try that again?
Hello, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Morning Metaphysical Report. Areshki Gal says, good morning.
No.
So, my name is Lysander Xanthus, and today I will be sharing with you today's astrology, numerology, and other things to provide you insight and guidance for the day ahead. Yes, this is how it works. I have a start screen now. It's very helpful. Oh, and the cat is on the microphone, so.
Apologies.
Hi. I like to start the morning with a clearing and blessing, so I will do that now.
You use the singing bowl today?
Oh, is someone asking or you asking?
I'm asking.
Well, I will let me know if this bothers anyone. I feel like it chases people away. The sound does, but it is a great clearing tool.
So just ring it a couple times.
It does have a high tone. So I just ring it today. I'm going to use this selenite to just gently brush your energy. The main properties of this crystal are peace and healing. I bless you and your day ahead. I bless you that you find clarity today and that you find a little more peace today and you are able to solve an issue that has been on your mind today. I bless you that you are able to forgive a little more and let go a little more of all the things you've been carrying with you. I bless your day that it be filled with success, good company, and good experiences. Everyone will be helpful today. Your way will be clear. Be blessed. Oh no, my tea's getting cold.
Well, that's what I'm here for.
Hello, Matthew and everyone else. Welcome. So we are going to talk about the astrology for today. It's okay for now, but I like my tea really hot. So. Now, about the stars. Let's talk about that instead.
Ooh, the stars, the stars. You got little stars on your ears today, I noticed.
I do. Right. So we are on the Sagittarius Capricorn cusp, thereabouts. So the sun is leaving Sagittarius and heading into Capricorn. Not sure exactly. It may switch over today, tomorrow. So we are leaving behind a period of expanding our perceptions and having looked further and beyond our usual point of view. Thank you everyone for sharing. Stormy Portugal, that sounds beautiful.
I was going to say, we have someone joining us from Portugal. How fantastic.
So we're moving from that into into and transitioning into, what's being highlighted is the structures of our lives and responsibility, and how we want to organize ourselves and set ourselves up for the next year ahead. Thanks, Capricorn. So we took the time to expand, or had the opportunity to expand our vision and to take in more knowledge, information, insights from ourselves, and look at things from a broader perspective. So now it's time to take all that and to organize ourselves and our lives in accordance with all the information we gleaned, if we choose to use it that way. Mercury is in Sagittarius, so mentally, the way we think is being influenced to be broader and for us to make discoveries about ourselves, and for us to discover or expand the way we communicate with others or express ourselves. Sorry to hear about that. Alright. Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto are in Capricorn. It looks like Venus is cusping also, so is leaving Capricorn and moving into Aquarius. If not today, then very soon. So let's talk about just Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto for a moment. These planets in Capricorn, they are highlighting the need for us to mature and become leaders in our lives, and the areas that are under influence for transformation in our lives are our home life, relationships with family, the structures of our lives, and our own personal development, and that all this will lead to opportunities if we can become the leaders of our own lives and set ourselves on the course we desire for ourselves. So this is very active, not passive. You have to really take your life by the reins and direct it. That's kind of what's being encouraged here. Now Venus is leaving Capricorn and heading into Aquarius. So when it came to our romantic relationships, we were going through a time where we're thinking about if we feel stuck or limited in this relationship, we need to realize how our choices may have led us to this situation, and if we want something to change, it's up to us to change it. Heading into Aquarius brings an air of, so we'd be kind of reconsidering everything, and now we're going to be feeling more independent, and having thought over everything, we are considering different ways. There's an opportunity to consider different ways of being in relationships than we may have thought about before, but there will definitely be a urge towards being more independent than not, whether you are in a relationship or not. Mars is in Scorpio, connecting us directly to our true feelings about everything, our situations or relationships, and making it much more difficult to push those feelings aside. So we can use that as an impetuous, I can't say that word, use it as a push of initiative, that's a different way of saying it, forward, or it can just make us emotionally volatile. So all the influences can be good or ill depending on our personal choices. Neptune is in Pisces, so there's intuitive information within us that is rising to consciousness. It is up to us how we would like to utilize that information. Uranus is in Taurus in retrograde, so we are continuing to reassess the places where we're comfortable, and if we want to continue being in that comfort zone or to push ourselves into something new. Finally, the moon is waning in Libra. So our attention is turning inward, and we may be feeling a greater need and desire for cooperation, beauty, harmony, or to get along with others, for peace and quiet, and for everything, for fairness. We want to feel like situations are fair, or relationships are fair, and we can feel the lack of those things very keenly. Like maybe it doesn't bother you the rest of the time, but a perceived unfairness in a situation could really bother you right now. That's today's astrology. And now we'll talk about today's numerology. Some of that information is on the screen right now. My love, would you please microwave me?
Of course.
It's lukewarm, I know. Yes.
No, I understand. You just cannot live your life with cold tea.
So today is a 3-day. A 3 vibration values communication and creative energy. There are some bulletin points on the screen. Have fun today. Experience the joy within you. Let your creativity flow. 3 is the communicator. It wants to express itself. So the 21st is a 3-day. Laugh and have fun today. People are especially important. It's a social day. Sing, dance, and play. You need to express yourself. Today is all about the joy of living. Look your best and feel good about yourself. Experience the joy that is in you and share it with others. Let your creativity express itself freely. This is a great day for shopping. Find that special gift for the one you love. Funny, we are also heading towards a rather prominent winter holiday where gift giving is a norm. Of course, don't go crazy. Oh, my little one. Hi, sweetie. Can I hold you? No, probably not.
Probably not.
Oh, honey. All
Mama
right.
had her.
Oh.
Say hello to the people. She's like, stop hurting me.
Oh,
I'm not
no.
hurting her.
She's just... Now that she's holding her, she's totally fine. She just wants to be with her mama cat.
She just doesn't want to be with you. Sorry. I was hoping she would rest on your shoulder, but she didn't.
She's not trying to get away. She just wanted
wants
to be
mama.
on you.
She just wanted mama. Just wanted mama.
All right. So that's the numerology for today. I know that it can be hard for some of us to be creative and be joyful, but I encourage you to find that in yourself and express it, even if it's just this much. My love, do you have tips for the people how to access joy when, I mean, unfortunately, there's a lot of people where joy is very difficult.
How to access joy?
Katniss, sweetie.
Usually I have a minute or two to think about these things. I got nothing off the top of my head. I'm too
Look
busy
at-
trying to
Look
run
at
everything.
pictures of kittens,
Look at pictures of
of
kittens.
baby animals.
Indulge in something that makes you smile. Yeah. That's what I've got off the top of my head. Eat something that makes you truly happy. Like a comfort food. Whether it's macaroni and cheese or tapa. Whatever your comfort food is. Find something in your environment that you are truly grateful for. And take a moment to appreciate it.
So even if it's just a little bit, it's very important to touch the joy within yourself. It's good for your health and for your stress. That's mostly why I wanted to point that out. There have definitely been times in my life where it was for remote concepts. Alright. Well, next is our crystal healing for the day.
Exactly.
Yes, thank you everyone. I appreciate all the ideas in the comments. some people need a little extra help getting in touch with that part of themselves. It's very difficult. So today we are going to be using ruby. This ruby also has black tourmaline on the throughout it. That's what the black spots are. Now this is also a raw ruby, and according to the person I bought it from, it is a record keeper ruby for what it's worth. Otherwise, it just has a cool triangle design on the surface that is totally naturally occurring. I don't know. I'm trying to reflect the light so you can see the triangles. It's kind of hard to see. Oh, there we go. Anywho, let me tell you about some of the properties. So, ruby promotes creativity, discourages violence, and enhances one's success. It is an excellent shielding crystal and protects against psychic attack. Black tourmaline is a shamanic stone that brings protection during rituals, cleanses, purifies, and transforms dense energy into a lighter vibration. Some additional qualities of ruby, which is the predominant stone. It's associated with improved energy and concentration, creativity, loyalty, honor, and compassion. It is protective of the home, possessions, and family. It stimulates the heart chakra and brings spiritual wisdom while shielding. I associate the energy of ruby to passion. Especially passion is a fuel or a source of power and energy. But you are going to experience this crystal for yourself. If you would like to participate in this crystal healing, just make yourself comfortable, breathe, and allow yourself to receive the energy. Just gonna move the mic so I don't accidentally hit it. So the energy of this crystal is wanting to go into the chest and heart area and down through the torso to the sacral chakra, which is associated with passion and creativity. It's like running energy between the two. Drawing it up through the body to the head and crown. And drawing down star energy back down through you. Down your legs to the earth. And drawing love up through the earth. Back up. Down each arm. And the mind. I feel so some of you mentally there's a weight on you. There's like a psychic attack might be a dramatic term, but it's like a sense of oppression. So just breathe out. Imagine pushing outward and push the foreign energy away from you, away from the mind. And to draw a protective sphere around you. So if you feel a sense of relief, I would look into psychic shielding and grounding for yourself, that this will provide you some relief and protection today. Pushing out all foreign energy outside of the sphere. This concludes the healing with ruby and black tourmaline. Alright, I invite you to sit in energy you've received. And just sit in the energy and take it in. Allow it to settle with you. Do you have a comment from Aeson? I don't have any stones or crystals. That is okay. They all come from the earth, and you are always standing on the earth, and love is in the earth. So trust me, I enjoy having all these specific crystals and herbs and things on hand, but all these things come out of the ground. So if there's anything you need healing with, or any quality you'd like to tap into, just do a simple meditation where you envision digging your roots into the earth and pull up whatever it is you need. Pull love up out of the earth. and healing energy for whatever matter. So you stand on the entire planet, which contains every crystal. So just remember that. Alrighty. Next is the affirmation of the day. Now that we're in this good, energetic space, I would like to say today's affirmation to you the first few times in first person and second person, because I really want you to listen to the words and not be distracted by saying them at first. So sit in the energy you received during the healing and just hear the words and allow them to enter you. And yeah, you're welcome, everybody. Just a good reminder, about the earth. It's there for us. My heart forgives and releases. It is safe to love myself. Inner peace is my goal. My heart forgives and releases. It is safe to love myself. Inner peace is my goal. Your heart forgives and releases. It is safe to love yourself. Inner peace is your goal. Your heart forgives and releases. It is safe to love yourself. Inner peace is your goal. Now, let's say it together 3 times. My heart forgives and releases. It is safe to love myself. Inner peace is my goal. My heart forgives and releases. It is safe to love myself. Inner peace is my goal. My heart forgives and releases. It is safe to love myself. Inner peace is my goal. Just sit with those words. I encourage you to take this affirmation forward with you through the day. This affirmation comes from Heal Your Body by Louise Hay. It is one of the many spine affirmations. The spine relates to how we feel supported in life, or don't. So I felt as though, because most of us struggle with that, it would be a good series of affirmations to go through. Yes. Flexible support of life. Alright, that concludes the affirmation. So, now is time for the card reading of the day.
Oh, fantastic. That's my favorite part.
Is it?
Well, my favorite part is cat time, but
Yeah.
then it's different. But I'm getting all the cat time today. She's on my desk.
So she is. Alright.
Keep thinking we need to take the other camera and stick it at my desk so that people can see her laying on my desk.
Yeah, I won't put them through the massive disorientation of pointing it.
No. At some
Okay.
point. At some
So,
point.
this card reading is a reading for everyone to give you all guidance and insights into the day ahead. You may find that some of the reading resonates with you, or all of it does, and that is how it ought to go. So, whatever rings true for you and is useful, take that with you. Now, which one today? I have 3 decks that I like to use. I don't know about you, love, but I'm feeling psychic today.
Yes, absolutely.
So today's reading comes to you from the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. Let's see what the cards have to say to us today. What are you typing about?
I'm trying to get ready for the stream later today. You were asking me a question in my script. I don't know if those are breaking up.
Well, I don't know that they would answer your thing unless you're feeling heartache and loss and intuition.
Alright, just double checking. We have a stream today that I'm supposed to be ready for. I'm trying to take out my head.
Alright, so we have 2 cards, everybody. I see. This is something we need to talk about today, apparently. Well, we're going to start with 3 cards and see where this goes. Alright. So, I actually like the description so much I do read them. However, after reading the entries for each card, I will also give my own interpretation. Just more like kind of a summary to tie all the concepts together in a concise way. So the first card is heartache and loss. The meaning of this card revolves around disappointment, sorrow, and separation, which can cause upheaval and distress. It takes all the strength you have at this moment in order to move past the pain and heal your heart. The love that has been given to another should now be focused on you. Although you might look at this card as being negative, it can act as a tremendous catalyst, encouraging you to move on. The painful experiences of life are just as valuable as the joyous ones. You may not appreciate that sentiment at this challenging time, but life does have a way of pushing you forward, even though you may not always know the final destination. As you endure this period, learn not to dwell on the past, but use your strong mental control to deal with your emotions. Have faith in knowing that you will get through this. This card is followed by intuition, so this is kind of part of that. Intuition is the language of the soul. When this card shows up in a reading, it's a clear message that it's time for you to use your intuition. Just give it a chance, and you'll quickly notice how it might be trying to get your attention. With so much information in the world vying for your every thought, it's easy to ignore or fail to acknowledge your insights. Synchronicities and so-called coincidences are powerful signs that intuition is knocking on your door. Have you heard a phrase or saying repeated by more than one person today? Has someone mentioned the same name of a specific individual whom you were just thinking of? These are examples of signals for you to pause, be open, and pay attention. This is a perfect time to seek the answers from within. Turn inward where you'll find the solutions and valuable insights that are waiting to assist you. When you learn to use and trust your intuition, you'll begin to have a sense of not only the right timing, but you'll also begin to perceive people and situations with a deeper and more discerning eye. You'll not only observe beneath and beyond what's actually in front of you, you'll see the real deal. So before moving on to the third card, this is what I sense about these two. So they came out together. So they're kind of one thought. So, unfortunately, it seems that someone out there is having a difficult time, and a situation has gone poorly. There's been heartache and loss. And now you need your own love more than anyone else does. Intuition comes out to let us know to learn from the experience and to learn to start trusting ourselves and trusting that inner hunch, those gut feelings and instincts. My intuitive perception is that this situation that has you feeling sorrowful, that either you had a feeling that something wasn't right, but didn't heed it and were proven right in the end, or that you were entirely blindsided. But either way, you're being guided to the importance of listening to your inner wisdom and insight in order to avoid this again. Especially when it comes to, I'm feeling like for someone that, especially relationships, if someone is recently, a relationship has recently ended or gone poorly, to trust your instincts next time about a person's character. Trust yourself, and you're the one who needs all of your love, time, effort, and energy right now. Now, let's move on to the third card. Trapped in fear. This card reveals that it's actually your own fear that has you immobilized and trapped, preventing you from making decisions or choices. You are the one who's holding yourself prisoner or hostage. And in order to continue your journey, you must first face your fears so that new people and conditions can manifest. Many individuals choose to stay in this place because they can't see the road ahead. They feel a misguided sense of safety there, or they're afraid of starting something new. But staying will only add to your levels of stress and anxiety and create adverse effects in your physical body. Seek out wise counsel for assistance. You don't have to do this alone, but know that you possess all of the tools you need to free yourself. You're forgetting how strong you really are. This period will end when you can use your mind to cut through the limitations caused by your emotions. That is a theme. Mind over heart. I know this isn't a usual message that we hear, but intuition above all, but sometimes we need our mind. All three things are important: intuition, mind, and heart. And sometimes we need our mind to keep us focused and not get caught up entirely in emotions, which can cloud our vision. Just because we feel something or think something doesn't mean that it is an objective fact about you or reality or what's happening. I'm glad that people are finding that this message resonates. It is for you. So yes. We talked about the first two cards, and then we have the second one. So it is kind of an ironic thing. We want so badly for things to get better and for situations to transform and for people to change. But a lot of the times it is our own emotions that can act as blocks and obstacles in terms of manifestation or our ability to move forward. Our own fears about making a decision and committing to a path, and accepting what change means can be an obstacle to things getting better, so we stay stuck where we are. So it's important to know what must be done in order to allow change to come into your life. Even though circumstances are unpleasant, they are what we are used to and can be very reassuring in that way. So let's see if the cards have anything more to add. We do. Hope we don't mind the extended readings, but I feel like the feeling I get from the cards is like, okay, so we've talked about that, but now let us tell you some other stuff. Some good things, some not just advice on how to deal with what's troubling you, but advice for going forward. That's the feeling. So you have two more cards. And they appeared together. Alright. So, first card is Passion Ignited. The first of the spirit cards signifies that this is the time to let your soul soar. New beginnings, ideas, revelations, and exciting adventures await you in your personal or business life. Creative endeavors, enthusiasm, positive energy, and a renewed spiritual strength are at an all-time high. The powerful force of spirit is flowing through you, and with it comes a new sense of purpose. Be all that you can be, reach inside and tap into that force. Use it to move forward and set up a strong foundation for the future. Other people may feel your excitement and enjoy it and begin to benefit from the spark of life that's emanating from you. They'll wonder, what's your secret? And your energy could even ignite their own spiritual journey. Follow your intuition, but know that this is your time to spread your wings and fly. This is definitely saying that if you can do what the prior cards advised, it can be scary to let go and to change and to move forward, but that this is what is ahead. When you are finally decide that you're done with being stuck. I know that sounds strange, but sometimes that really is the hardest part, is dealing with ourselves. You'll set yourself free, at least internally, and that makes room for passion to take place. And for when you allow things to end, it means that there is room for a beginning. So that's what this comes to say. And what follows that is fulfillment of wishes. So if you can do that, very good things will be ahead for you. This card represents emotional satisfaction, contentment, and enjoyment. Your wishes are coming true. Are you ready? Happiness, success, good health, completion, and accomplishment of your dreams and goals are in the palm of your hand. This card acts as a reminder to hold on to the beneficial feelings from accepting and receiving what you've asked or strived for. Know that these will assist you in the future when you may need inspiration and positive energy. This is the right time to heal those past memories that have been holding you hostage. Forgive others and yourself so that your wishes, desires, and goals have a clear, unobstructed path to your heart, soul, and life. That is exactly the point of the second part. This is the right time to heal those past memories, emotions, beliefs, patterns that have been holding you hostage. Forgive others and yourself so that your wishes, desires, and goals have a clear, unobstructed path to your heart, soul, and life. Now remember that forgiveness is a gift for yourself. It is not for the other person. It's to set yourself free. So I feel like that's a very positive end to that. Great. I love the enthusiasm in the comments. Fantastic. I feel a sense of completeness about that, so I think I will put these away. So that is today's guidance. Take some time to ruminate about that. This video will be available for replay for anyone who would like to go back and hear the reading again, or repeat any part of the morning report. So now we have come to the part where we do our little inspirational reading for the day. And this reading is to provide some food for thought as we go through the day ahead, as if the reading didn't give you enough to think about.
I was going to say, do you feel like the card reading of the day is enough to think about? It was a heavy reading.
Are you suggesting I don't read today?
I just put it out there. Maybe look ahead, make sure we're not jumping into some more deep water here. I'm looking out for you guys. That was deep enough. Let's not get any deeper. I don't know about you guys.
Well, I mean, it's good. The reading's talking about letting things go, and I'm reading the chapter letting your feelings out. I feel like I should read it.
No, it does sound like it for us.
So today's reading comes from The Powers Within You by Louise Hay. And I am reading through the chapter Letting Your Feelings Out, and it is discussing that unburdening that the cards were just talking about, helping you release stuff. So I'm going to read a few chapters, or sections, excuse me. That's what I like to hear. A song says, let's dig deeper. Yes. We're ready.
All right.
We gotta leave this crap behind in 2019 and start fresh.
Sorry guys, I didn't mean to get in the way of diving deeper. I was looking out, but let's do it.
All right. So I will start the reading. Maybe you have been a person who's been angry for a major part of your life. You have what I call habitual anger. Something happens and you get angry. Something else happens and you get angry again. Once more it happens and you keep getting angry, but you never go beyond getting angry. Habitual anger is childish. You always want your own way. It would be helpful to ask yourself, you are like this? Why am I choosing to be angry all the time? What am I doing to create situation after situation that angers me? Is this the only way I can react to life? Is this what I want? Who am I still punishing or loving? Why do I want to be in this state? What am I believing that causes all these frustrations? What am I giving out that attracts in others the need to irritate me? In other words, why do you believe that to get your way, you need to get angry? I'm not saying there are no injustices and there aren't times when you have a right to feel angry. However, habitual anger is not good for your body because it lodges in there. Notice what you focus on most of the time. Sit in front of a mirror for 10 minutes and look at yourself. Ask, who are you? What is it that you want? What makes you happy? What can I do to make you happy? Now is the time to do something else. Create a new space inside yourself for loving, optimistic, and cheerful patterns. It may be a weird way of thinking about it, but sometimes a perspective that seems strange is what we need to shape our old way of being and thinking. People often get angry while they are driving their cars. People often express their frustrations about the other lousy drivers on the road. Long ago, I got over the fact that I was going to be upset because of someone else's inability to follow the rules of the road. So the way I handle driving my car is, first, I put love into the car when I get in. Next, I know and affirm that I'm always surrounded by wonderful, competent, happy drivers. Everyone around me is a good driver. Because of my beliefs and affirmations whenever I'm on the road, I have very few poor drivers around me. They're off bothering the person who's shaking his fist and screaming. Your car is an extension of you, just like everything and everyone are extensions of you. So put some love into your car, and then send love out to everyone around you on the streets and the highways. I believe that the parts of your car are similar to the parts of your body. For instance, oh my goodness, Anthony, I can't imagine what that must have been like. For instance, one of my workers felt that she had no vision. She could not see where her life was going or where she wanted it to go. One morning, she woke up and found her windshield smashed. Another person, an acquaintance of mine, felt that he was stuck in his life. He was not moving forward or moving backwards, but was not moving at all. His tire became flat and he couldn't move anywhere. I know it may sound silly at first, but it's fascinating to me the terminology that these two people use to describe their current mental state, also related to their car. Having no vision means that you can't see in front of you. The windshield is a perfect metaphor. Likewise, being stuck is a perfect example of a flat tire. The next time something happens to your car, make a note as to what you feel the broken part represents, and see if you can connect it to how you are feeling at that particular moment. You may be surprised at the results. One day I will write a little book and call it Heal Your Automobile. It's a joke. She wrote, Heal Your Body. There was a time when people did not understand the body-mind connection. Now is the time for us to expand our thinking even more and to understand the machine-mind connection. Every situation in your life is a learning experience and can be handled so that it works for you. Well, what do we get? We got a package.
Yes. Finish your reading and then I'll share it with you.
Alright. There is nothing new or unique about anger. No one escapes the experience. The key is in recognizing it for what it is and taking that energy in a healthier direction. If you get sick, don't get angry over it. Instead of putting anger into your body, fill it with love and forgive yourself. Those of you who are caretakers for sick people can remember to take care of yourselves too. If you don't, you won't be any good to yourself or your friends and family. You will burn out. Do something to let your feelings out as well. Once you learn to deal with anger in a positive way that readily benefits you, you will find many wonderful changes occurring in the quality of your life. Normally I'd stop here, but the next section I think we should probably get into, which is resentment causes a variety of ills.
So doing 3D.
It's okay.
Do you want to see what they are? You're staring at me.
A little bit. You're just standing there holding things. It looks like placemats.
It's placemats and kitchen things.
Oh,
and
cool.
It's all handmade by Aunt Kimmy.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know that she was doing stuff, but she gave us wino pot holders and Christmas placemats.
Aunt Kimmy, which one is that?
My mom's sister, the one that
Oh,
lives.
I was going to say, is that the one that actually lives like an hour away from us?
Yes.
Great. Well, thank you. Not that she's watching, but thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna call her later. I was just in the middle of doing two things. I hadn't figured out how I'm putting it yet.
That is so nice. Okay. Excuse me. Let us continue. I'm just about to start a new section anyway. Resentment causes a variety of ills. Resentment is anger that has been buried for a long time. The main problem with resentment is that it lodges in the body, usually in the same place, and in time it seeds and eats away at the body and often turns into tumors and cancers. Therefore, repressing anger and letting it settle in our bodies is not conducive to good health. Again, it's time to let these feelings out. Many of us were raised in families where we weren't allowed to be angry. Women in particular were taught that to be angry was something bad. Anger was not acceptable except for one person, usually a parent. So we learned to swallow our anger rather than express it. Again, we can now realize that we are the ones who are holding on to it. Nobody else is involved at all. An oyster takes a grain of sand and it builds layer after layer after layer of calcite over it until it becomes a beautiful pearl. Similarly, we take our emotional hurts and nurse them over and over again by what I call running the old movie over and over in our minds. If we want to be free from our hurts, if we want to get out of them, then it's time to go beyond them. Since resentment is buried deeply inside us, we may have to do a lot of work to dissolve it. I received a letter from a woman who was working on her third cancer tumor. She still had not dissolved the resentment pattern and kept creating new tumors in her body. Through mind-body connection. I could tell she felt very self-righteous about her bitterness. It was easier for her to let the doctor remove the latest tumor than to work on forgiveness. It would have been good if she was able to do both. Doctors are good at removing growths, only we can keep them from reappearing. Sometimes we would rather die than change our patterns, and we can. I've noticed many people would rather die than change their eating habits, and sometimes they do. This is very disturbing when it happens to someone we love and we are aware of alternative choices they could make. No matter what choices we make, they are always right for us and there's no blame even if we leave the planet. We will all leave the planet in time and we will all find a way to do it at the right time for us. Again, we don't have to blame ourselves for failing or doing it wrong. We don't have to feel guilty. It doesn't help. There's no blame. No one has done it wrong. A person does the best they know how with the understanding and awareness that is available. Remember, we all have the power within us, and we have all come here to learn certain lessons. Our higher selves know our destiny in this lifetime and what we learn in order to move forward in our progress. There's never any wrong way, there just is. We are all on an endless journey through eternity. Alright, I will stop there, and there is some good stuff we will read tomorrow. I think it was just touching on some common things that we need help in letting go of, like the reading discussed. Just taking a moment to collect my thoughts. I do read people's energy, and I am a healer as well, and so this is something I've seen again and again, the way our emotions become energy that is trapped in our bodies, and people describe all kinds of problems that they're experiencing that, at least from a metaphysical perspective, I see that this energy is attached to, or could be said to be causing or influencing. And
I was gonna say, I just want to take a moment to.
and even though our feelings are justified, we all have perfectly good reasons to be angry, sad, bitter, resentful. It's not that your feeling is wrong, but that you holding on to it is only hurting you. And we shouldn't make ourselves suffer additionally for the things that happen to us by holding on to it long past its time. Whenever we're ready to let go of these things is up to us. But it is an incredibly transformative experience to let go of anger, resentment, bitterness, criticism, judgmentalism, etc. It is a huge burden off of us, and as we change ourselves, life has a way of shifting around us. And so that's what the reading earlier meant when it said that we are the ones holding ourselves hostage, is that whether we like it or not, we are the one holding on to our feelings. Even though someone else, we may be angry with someone else or with something external that happened, that person isn't hovering over you, making you hold on to your bitterness. It's just you, I'm sorry to say. So that's why forgiveness is a gift for you. I know we can resist forgiveness because we don't want the other person to feel like they've gotten away with it. We don't want it to feel like, oh, it's okay that happened, and that's just not the case. It is for you. It's to set yourself free from what happened, and to not be holding yourself prisoner in that suffering any longer. But you've got to do it in your own time. So that's just the thought for today. That concludes today's reading. We do have some comments.
Yeah, I would like to congratulate Desi on taking a huge step forward, buying the book today.
Oh, wow. Did you buy, which one was it? Heal Your Body or The Power Is Within You?
The Power Is Within You.
It is a great book. I know you ordered it, but my absolute recommendation for Louise Hay is Heal Your Life. Actually, I don't actually have a copy. I've gone through 2 copies.
Oh.
If I did have it, I would totally share it with you guys. However, The Powers Within You is an excellent book. Otherwise, I wouldn't be reading it to all of you. And I think it is a very good book as well. All of her books are good. Heal Your Life is just my favorite. Heal Your Body is very good as well. And it's a very small, inexpensive book because it's just like affirmations and the emotional causes behind various physical conditions. All right. Let's go up. So I'm glad you did that for yourself, Miss Desi. All right. Asan, I'm sorry to hear about your mother. Kitchewich is right. Cancer is related to deep hurt and holding on to resentment, which is what we talked about today, actually.
Mm-hmm. Those are your notes so you didn't go on and on today.
Thanks. Let's see. Anthony is a comment. I'm trying to look at it. Wow, today resonates completely with how my life has been in the past. Okay, well, I'm glad we talked about it. And Asan, it is very hard when people in our lives are dealing with things. Because we can't heal them for them. They have to find it for themselves. But I do hope she finds healing for herself. Alright. Up to the bottom. You're so welcome. Alright, now I'm going to be drawing the morning report to a close soon, but now it's time for announcements. And my fiance gave me notes because she says I ramble too long about them. Alright, so this wasn't in the announcement notes, so I'm already deviating from them.
What?
If you like the Morning Metaphysical Report, please like, follow, or subscribe to my page or channel.
It is there.
Where?
Just do your thing. Never mind me. You do your thing.
Oh, you should do that so you can keep seeing it. Moving on. Patreon. In the link, if you look in the description of this video, you will find several links. The first one is the Patreon link. Patreon.com/freedomdreamcoaching. You should definitely look at it. Patreon is a platform that allows people like you to support the creation of content by people like myself. Essentially, it is a monthly subscription service where you purchase membership, and you can go there and read about us, the Morning Report, and you support us through monthly subscriptions, and that helps us reach our goals, which are also listed on Patreon, so you can see what we're working towards. And you also receive rewards for your support, so it is quite fun for you, I think, what people get. I'm sorry.
Okay, so that's what you get. You get rewards for...
And you get different kinds of rewards. If you want to see what rewards you can get, all that information is on the page. So please look at that. There's also a poll there about... Oh.
It's fine. Just do it. There it is. There's the poll, guys.
There's a poll for the Morning Metaphysical Report. We would love to hear your thoughts. I think you have to have a Patreon account, but it's free to make it. You don't have, there's no obligation to join or anything. We just want you to take the poll. So we know what things you want added or taken away from the Morning Report.
Yes.
Alright, live stream.
Today's live stream.
Oh yes, today is my next live Q&A. And the subject is your spiritual path. So we are going to be discussing and answering questions about how to discover your own spiritual path and what it means to be on one. Mm-hmm. And today I have invited my personal teacher and mentor to come and talk to all of you about that. This person laid down the foundation for my spiritual path and taught me everything I know. So that will be very exciting. I hope you'll join us. Check out the events page to find out what time in your time zone this event occurs.
The events page on your Facebook.
11:12. So it's 3 hours from now.
Wherever you are in this
Wherever
world.
you are, it is 3 hours from now. That's when it starts. All right. You may want to bring something to take notes with.
Yeah.
You may not need it, but it's just a suggestion. You should like and follow my page, especially my Facebook page, not only to continue seeing the Morning Metaphysical Report each morning, but to see all the other content I produce, which includes free reading videos, crystal healings, moon rituals, and the live Q&As. Yes, talked about the poll. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for sharing. And please continue to share. Your support makes this happen and makes all of my other free content happen. So your support supports my livelihood and enables me to do all of this. And with continued support, I have plans to be doing a lot more. And we have plans for expanding the Morning Metaphysical Report with additional segments and other collaborators. Yes. With other segments for the show. So, check it out. There's absolutely no obligation whatsoever. My saying this is completely informative. For anyone who would like to make a one-time contribution, you can do so through the PayPal link in the description. So, check out those links, Patreon and Facebook. I hope you will join us on Patreon. And I hope you'll join us in the discussion live event later today. So thank you for watching the Morning Report. I wish you all a wonderful day. Be blessed.